Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota, and in this video I would like to speak a little bit longer regarding to the last rising option for the attack of Real Madrid. I think I told you in the first or the second video today, it was about Robert Lewandowski and Real Madrid that might be considering to sign to the, to the Poland player. And the reason is pretty much because they are starting to think in Real Madrid that the chances for them to sign Kylian Mbappe or even Erling Haaland are decreasing dramatically. And obviously, I mean, everybody heard to Al-Khelaifi the other day talking about the possibility for Mbappe to leave PSG. He was very, pounding in this, in this matter, in this subject. He said, not today, even tomorrow, even the next year, Kylian Mbappe will not leave PSG at all. I mean, at all, under any circumstance. So, that being said, the only chance for Real Madrid to, bolster a little bit more the attack for the next year is to have another plan, an escape plan regarding to another forwarder who might be as good as Kylian Mbappe or even as good as Erling Haaland. I mean, if you think about it, of course, it's not very... there are not so many players out there you can keep your eyes on regarding to scoring more goals and being more aggressive and things like that. I mean, I would say there are only 4 to 5 players, maybe the top 5 players, including to Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Lewandowski, Cristiano, and Messi, are the only 5 players who, in my opinion, really deserve to play in Real Madrid. Of course, once we rule out the option of signing either Mbappe or Erling Haaland, and of course, once Florentino Perez rule out as well the option to sign Cristiano Ronaldo for the next year, and of course Messi is not going to come to play with Real Madrid, then the only reasonable option for Real Madrid is of course Robert Lewandowski. But it's not just my opinion. I mean, if you look at the numbers, in my opinion, there are 3 reasons why this option is a very serious option, or at least is another possibility we should keep in mind. Okay, number one reason. I mean, if you look at the numbers, if you take a look at the stats of Robert Lewandowski, he averages about 40 to 45 goals every single season. And you have to keep in mind as well, he lost he lost about 5 to 6 games last season because he was injured. It was the last season, and then the previous season, he lost as well about 10 to 12 games because he was injured again. I mean, the good news, it was when coronavirus hit, so Bayern Munich didn't really notice the absence of Robert Lewandowski in the squad, right? But even with that, in my opinion, if Robert Lewandowski had played all the games, he would probably score even more goals. But aside of, predictions and opinions and all the stuff, it's not just about the numbers. It's also about the physical condition. I mean, if you want to build up a super squad with a lot of players in the, in the greatest shape ever, and you want to push your players forward and push them hard to get the best shape ever, Robert Lewandowski is a player who already have that super, optimized kind of physical condition. It's a monster. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, if you see the body that he has, it's just amazing, man. It's super comparable to Cristiano Ronaldo. We know that he works out every single day. We know that he, try to eat super healthy every single day. He have very healthy habits in his daily life, on a daily basis, in his daily routine, whatever you want to call it. I mean, the guy is a super committed and professional player, and that is the reason number 2 for Real Madrid to sign this player, because we want these kind of players in Real Madrid. We want committed players. We want top professional players who really will give everything they got for the good of Real Madrid. Okay, so that, in my opinion, is the reason number 2. And the reason number 3 is a pretty simple reason. I mean, if you cannot sign, for example, say Mbappe or Erling Haaland this year, and you sign, on the other hand, to Robert Lewandowski this year, and he signs a contract, a 4-year contract, for example, the good news is next year, 2022, you can lend to Kylian Mbappe for free, and then you can keep counting on Robert Lewandowski until 2024, when Erling Haaland might come to Real Madrid for free as well. So it's a kind of bridge in between. I mean, Robert Lewandowski will be the bridge while we are, cooking, quotation mark here, while we are cooking the signing of Erling Haaland for the future. We are preparing for signing Erling Haaland for the future. But the good news, if you wait for the end of his contract, you don't have to get into a war against Borussia Dortmund to sign the Norwegian player. And that way, in between all these years ahead, I mean the next 3-4 years, you still have a very competitive forwarder, which is, of course, Robert Lewandowski. I mean, you don't have to look at the age. For some people out there, the age is a problem, but not to me. If you think about it, you can, put your eyes on these super young players like Lautaro Martinez, Andres Silva, Luka Jovic, Vlahovic, and all these super young players who averages about, I don't know, how much, maybe 20 to 25 goals a season. That is not good enough for Real Madrid. This player, beyond his 30s, is still scoring 40 to 45 goals every single season. Consistently, you know what I'm saying? So I don't care about the age he is. I really don't care. Most important for Real Madrid is even the numbers. That is the only thing you have to take a look at it. That is the only thing. The only thing you have to consider when it comes to signing a player. You don't care about the age if he is still a professional, if he is still a very good player, if he is still in the top 5 of the best players in Europe. And see what I'm saying? So that, I mean, to me, it makes no sense at all to take a look at the ID and see, okay, how old are you? Are you so old? Oh, you're getting older. You're in a very bad shape. He's in a better shape than some of the youngsters that we have, or better shape than some players, younger players in Real Madrid. Take a look at Isco. Take a look at Marcelo. Take a look at, I don't know, Eden Hazard maybe. They are younger than Robert Lewandowski, and they are, I mean, objectively, in a very worse shape than Robert Lewandowski. So that is all what you have to, take care of. The physical condition is great. The numbers are great. And it's still more doable than Erling Haaland for this year. Even more doable than Kylian Mbappe. So if the most important for you is to have the best attack, the best forward in the world, you're going to make sure that you have the player, the most accurate player for that position. And Robert Lewandowski is an option, a real option for Real Madrid. And in my opinion, and this is just my thoughts, that'd be great. I mean, I would never say no to Robert Lewandowski because he was about to sign for Real Madrid in the past, in 2013. He actually had the contract in his hands, but at the end of the day, I don't know what happened, but he changed his mind and I don't know what happened there. But he was about to sign for Real Madrid. In my opinion, Florentino Perez is still in love with Robert Lewandowski. I mean, soccer-wise. And yeah, man, I mean, if you are unable to sign Mbappe or Haaland, Robert Lewandowski is a very, very good option, very doable, and yeah, we definitely have to go ahead and try to sign him. I mean, it's going to be difficult because apparently Bayern Munich is not willing to get rid of this player, and they know why, because he still scores about 40 to 45 goals every season. But on the other hand, from my understanding, I think that the good relationship that we have with Bayern Munich would ease a little bit more the negotiation for Robert Lewandowski. I don't know what is going to happen, but keep in mind Robert Lewandowski, because today, nowadays, is the better option that we have, and easier, by the way. So now let me know your thoughts about that. Just comment in the section below, and of course subscribe my channel, Real Madrid Hub.